Hello to all, welcome to Momentum IAS. This is Jyoti. In today's session, we are going to proceed with a new series which is Tribal Leaders of India. हम इस सीरीज़ में ट्राइबल लीडर्स के बारे में देखेंगे, उनका सिग्निफिकेंट कंट्रीब्यूशन देखेंगे इन वेरियस ट्राइबल मूवमेंट्स अलॉन्ग विद द अदर डायमेंशंस दैट व्हाट वर द बैकग्राउंड रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर दोज मूवमेंट्स एंड देयर रिजल्ट्स. अब एनालाइज करने के बाद विल कंक्लूड कि देयर वाज one factor which was common in all these tribal movements, that these movements were not able to achieve their desired objectives. लेकिन इसका मतलब ये नहीं है these movements were a failure. In fact किसी movement के बारे में हम उसका failure या उसके success को gauge करने के लिए we cannot depend on a single factor. There are number of other factors like involvement of the people, level of awakening, rise of nationalism, and the amount of pressure it put on the Britishers to suppress those revolts. So in this respect, these tribal movements were a success as they carried forward the legacy and which culminated in the attainment of India's independence. So let's start this session. सबसे पहले हम मांझी रिवॉल्ट देखते हैं which occurred in 18th century, more specifically 1785 में, and the leader was Tilkha Manjhi. And what Tilkha Manjhi did was he organized his tribes or the people of his tribe को ऑर्गेनाइज करा एंड ही ट्रेन्ड देम इन द आर्ट ऑफ वॉरफेयर. बट वन थिंग टू बी कीप इन माइंड, ही ट्रेन्ड देम इन द आर्ट ऑफ वॉरफेयर यूजिंग ट्रेडिशनल weapons, that is bows and arrows. So this bows and arrows were used against the Britishers which were using the sophisticated weapons like muskets and cannons. So ये एक defect है this movement का कि and we can also assert कि this is one of the fault this movement had which led to its downfall. अब इसका background देखेंगे कि why this movement broke out. कि 1770 में there was a famine in संथल region. तो संथल region में famine हुआ and during such hardships, so it is expected from the authorities to initiate remedial measures, but Britishers could not provide such actions as they were not interested in the welfaristic policies of the Indian masses, and what they did was they adopted half-hearted measures, and उनके half-hearted measures की वजह से this infuriated the Manjhi tribe and they raised the banner of revolt in the form of Santhal Hool. और ये Santhal Hool is different from the Santhal Hool जो हम पढ़ते हैं in the 19th century, जो which took place in 1855-56. So that was different, and this hool is took place in 18th century. So there is no need to get confused between these hool. अब हमने background देख लिया why this movement broke out. अब हम development देखते हैं, इसमें क्या development हुआ. What Tilkha Manjhi did was, Tilkha Manjhi basically attacked the Britishers and their allies. More specifically, he attacked Augustus Cleveland, who was the East India Company administrator, और इस attempt में he was fatally wounded. Moving further, अब 1771 से 1784 तक Manjhi continued his struggle and he didn't surrender. So this depicts his resilient outlook. अब हमें next leader के बारे में देखेंगे and उसकी associated movement is Khasi rebellion, which took place in 1883, and the leader was Tirot Singh. अब Tirot Singh was also known as Tirot Singh CM. अब Tirot Singh का हम जब अर्ली लाइफ देखेंगे, ये लीडर था खासी ट्राइब का of the 19th century. Apart from this, he was also the constitutional head of a beautiful village in Meghalaya named as Ongklo. Pardon me for this pronunciation. And जब उनका lineage हम trace करेंगे, his lineage could be traced from this Siamle clan. Now the Siamle as a tribe has now been amalgamated or assimilated into the mainstream living, because now we can witness is the people are occupying the important post in the state. In fact, David Reed Siamle, which was the former UPSC chairman, belonged to this clan. अब हम बैकग्राउंड देखते हैं why this rebellion broke out. तो इसका बैकग्राउंड ये है कि ब्रिटिश pursued their imperialistic policies, that is extending their influence in a wider scale so they wanted the control of this Khasi hill as well. So this expansionist policy of British didn't go well with the Khasi tribe and they revolted against the Britishers. A war chalta raha, what Khasi tribe did was they resorted to guerrilla warfare and it dragged for 4 years. So 4 saal tak ye guerrilla warfare chalta raha. But finally Tirot Singh was eventually captured in 1883 and he was exiled to Dhaka. So these are the development linked to Tirot Singh and his Khasi rebellion. So moving further, अब हम थर्ड रिबेलियन के बारे में देखेंगे एंड हिज एसोसिएटेड लीडर इज तेलंगा खारिया. सो दैट्स वाई रिवॉल्ट का नाम ही तेलंगा खारिया रिवॉल्ट है, 1850 में जो टुक प्लेस हुआ था. सो तेलंगा खारिया, he belonged to Kharia tribe. Kharia tribe is a basically prominent tribe in eastern India and is mostly seen in the Odisha region. So he was the leader of the Kharia tribe. And what were the background why this rebellion broke out is mainly 2 factors are responsible, economic factors and the political one. Economic factors क्या था, ये खारिया tribe was inhabiting the छोटा नागपुर region. अब छोटा नागपुर region हम geography में पढ़ते हैं, this region was a part of ancient construct which provide valuable ferrometallic minerals. Because of this economic significance that this place attached, Britishers attacked this region and they wanted the control over this region. And what was the political factor was, there is जब भी tribal self governance के बारे में बात होती है, there is a one peculiar system known as Parha system. So इसको हम traditional PRI भी बोल सकते हैं, that is traditional पंचायती राज institution भी बोल सकते हैं, which tribal communities they possessed. So this system was being disturbed by the Britishers by their regulation and that's why this Kharia tribe they revolted against the Britishers. So this is the background about this Kharia rebellion. And what he did was he organized around 13 jury panchayats with 1500 trained men that fought against the Britishers. So this is the development of Telanga Kharia revolt which took place in Chota Nagpur plateau and the leader was Telanga Kharia. So moving further, अब हम 4th rebellion देखेंगे and उनके associated leader was वीर सुरेंद्र साई and the rebellion was संभालपुर rebellion of 1857. सबसे पहले early life देखते हैं वीर सुरेंद्र साई की. So he was born in a region known as Rajpur Khinda. So this region was around 3500 kilometers from संभालपुर. अब जब हम संभालपुर के बारे में सुनते हैं, so one prominent development related to Sambhalpur is the Sambhalpur was annexed in 1850 on the grounds of doctrine of lapse by Lord Dalhousie. So doctrine of lapse, as we discussed in our earlier session, इसमें क्या होता था, successors अगर नहीं होते थे किसी रूलर्स के, if a ruler they died without producing an heir or successor, so their properties were confiscated by the Britishers. So in the same manner, Sambhalpur was confiscated or annexed by Lord Dalhousie in 1850. So this grievance of the princely state of Sambhalpur culminated in the 1857 revolt. Apart from this, हम अगर वीर सुरेंद्र साई का डेवलपमेंट देखें, so his grievances were dominant even before 1850. What were the grievances? So सबसे पहले देखते हैं वीर सुरेंद्र साई, though he born in a royal family, तो रॉयल फैमिली का बर्थ था उनका, still he supported the cause of the downtrodden. So he supported the cause of the tribals who were living in the Sambhalpur region. He even encouraged their cultural development including their languages. So he sort of was a masiha for the tribal peoples. And other development we can see, he was a military genius as well. He even checked the advances of the Britishers against the tribals. So he supported the cause of the tribals in the region. अब 1857 म्यूटिनी में इनका रोल, वीर सुरेंद्र साई का रोल देखेंगे 1857 में. It was linked to that he was arrested and imprisoned in a jail. कौन सी जेल थी? हजीराबाग जेल थी. He was imprisoned. तो rebels came into the jail, they broke the jail and freed this leader. So such was the popularity of Veer Surendra Sai. अब moving further, next हम tribal movement देखते हैं and the associated leader is Narayan Singh. The movement is first war of independence of Chhattisgarh which took place in 1857. अब हम 1857 रिवॉल्ट के बारे में जब हम पढ़ते हैं तो there was not only a single factor responsible for it but the number of factors were linked to this rebellion. It started with the issue of greased cartridge, but later on the grievances of the diversified section of society those amalgamated and culminated in the outbreak of 1857 revolt. और एक such grievance था, that is the grievance of the tribal people. And here we'll talk about this grievance of the tribal people, and those tribals are Gond tribal groups. अब Gond tribal groups, they are the largest tribal groups in the country. In fact, they are included in the ST category, that is scheduled tribe category में ये include होते हैं. And Narayan Singh was the leader of this Gond tribal group के. And what were the development? Development is linked to the year 1856. 1856 में क्या हुआ? There was a common tendency कि जो छोटे cultivators थे या peasants थे, they were being exploited by the merchants. Merchants क्या करते थे? उनका जो produce होते थे, they used to take their produce and hoard them in their houses or their store houses. अब ये hoarding का system क्या होता था? They hoarded it in order to create artificial scarcity. Artificial scarcity so that जब price rise हो जाएगा in the market, they'll sell the goods or they sell the produce to make a quick gains. So the similar condition or similar situation was taking place in this region. And what Narayan Singh did was he basically looted the grains from the merchants and distributed amongst the cultivators. In this sense, what he did was an act of public benefit, but this didn't go well with the Britishers, and he was publicly executed with this act of his. And even in fact, before his execution, he was also involved in the other developments like supporting the cause of the tribal Gond group, for which he was imprisoned for 10 months. And he was imprisoned for 10 months, but he escaped from the prison by digging a tunnel. So these are the achievements of bravery of Narayan Singh. Now let's take a PT question. The question is very simple, ki which of the following are correctly matched? So these are the revolts and these are the corresponding regions. First is the Telanga Kharia and the region is Telangana. As we have discussed, Telanga Kharia is linked to the Chota Nagpur Plateau region. Because of this mistake or its similarity with this Telangana region, many of us would commit mistake, but this thing need to be keep in mind. That is Telanga Kharia revolt is linked to Chota Nagpur region. It is not linked to Telangana region. Next revolt is Manji revolt. So this is the Bihar region. This is correct. Next is Onkhlo massacre. So this Onkhlo we have discussed under Tirot Singh. So it is linked to a region of Meghalaya instead of Tripura. So this is again incorrect. So only statement second is correct. So the correct option is option B. So this is all for today. Thank you. For more updates, log into momentumis.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Soon we are coming with the second part of this tribal series. Thank you.